In our first lesson, we discovered which search gaps we need to close for our GMB profile to be successful. We set those as our target goals, and then we identified which hurdles we need to cross over other people's GMB profiles to achieve that. In this lesson, it's the fundamental building blocks of having a robust ranking strategy with your GMB profile. We're going to cover a tool that I use to understand how other businesses rank. It's a Chrome plugin, absolutely killer. We're going to see how our primary category and service categories match up with search intent. I'm going to dive deep into how to update those correctly and also give you a story of how I lost literally hundreds of thousands of dollars by just not getting this right. Spectacular achievement is always preceded by spectacular preparation. Google uses your primary and secondary category as the jumping off point to understand if you should be a result for somebody's query, but also the range of services and the range of details for the services that you provide. The biggest missed opportunity when we're looking at ranking in the 3-pack is often here. We either don't have the right category listed or we have too many categories listed. The problem? Not sending the right ranking signals straight to Google. This is more than just a setting, but it starts on the setting level. What we have to understand is what we're doing here is we're telling Google and their indexing tools where we fit in. The solution? We've got to set our service categories correctly, and we don't want to overdo it. Google has something like almost 4,000 distinct categories your business can fit into. I've included a link to this spreadsheet. Jump into it, take a look around, use the Command F function, scroll through it, but find the business categories that are most relevant to you. There's a tool called GMB Spy that's a Chrome extension that takes the guesswork out of what your competitors are ranking for. I'm going to jump in and show you how I utilize this tool to help me create strategy for businesses that I'm supporting, or to just get a lay of the land and understand where my attention needs to be. This is how I use GMB Spy to do something I call category hunting. I'm about to walk you through how to navigate and set your primary and secondary categories, but I also want to share this little story time with you because this is exactly the mistake I made when I was setting this up that cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's not an exaggeration. I am still salty about it, and this has been years ago. This is what happened. So I had to get outside because primarily I'm petrified to tell this story indoors because I get so mad at it. It's 2014, roughly summertime. I think GMB is first released. I, at the time, own a business that, this is going to sound impressive, owns 50% of all apartment complex carpet cleaning, meaning all the apartment complexes in Savannah, Georgia, I would clean half of every unit multiple times in a given year. When somebody moved in or moved out, when their lease renewed, and you're like, oh my God, 2014, you were making a killing. You'd be wrong. The price per unit was $40. I'm not shitting you. It's $40 to clean a carpet with no furniture in it, dirty as hell, 2, 3 bedrooms, maybe you get to 50. That's how much it was. Soul crushing work. You have 80 trucks out on the road servicing 5 billion complexes. You get back, you made $22. Good job. So Google My Business comes on the map. And I'm like, I don't want more of this, but Google's giving me the opportunity to list my business to consumers. I don't want carpet cleaning work. You know what I want? I want water restoration work, water mitigation work. This is stuff when your house floods or a building floods or a church floods. All of these floods that happen more often than you think, multi-floors, just catastrophically damaging people's homes. I hate it for them, but when you do that kind of work, for the same amount of time a guy would spend all day cleaning carpets at $40 a pop, he can make 10 grand that day doing a water mitigation job. ServPro, I have no idea how you don't have private planes for every one of your managers. I know the money that's being made there. I've made that money. So I decide I'm not a carpet cleaner. I'm a water restoration organization. That's what I do for a living. Let the money roll in. Sadly, a year goes by. And in retrospect, I know what I did wrong. I did what I would call aspirational listing. I put the kind of work I wanted in my GMB profile, not the kind of work I do. The kind of work I did at the time was $40 carpet cleanings, and we had a whole lot of guys doing that out in the field. The problem by not being honest about the kind of company I owned was I was asking people to type in something in Google, hey, I have a flooded home, water mitigation, water services, whatever it is, and I was hoping I'd pop up just because I put a primary category of water restoration services. But my Angie's List, the current Google reviews I did have, my website, my home advisor page, my secondary website page, YouTube videos. Literally everything that we had around that company was about how great we are as carpet cleaners and zero about water mitigation. In that year, I picked up hundreds of new carpet cleanings, but not one water mitigation. If I flip it around and I promoted my water mitigation by adding support elements, like people who are reviewing how good we are at it, images and videos about how we handle water mitigation, distinct multiple pages on my site that bolstered that I did water mitigation, Google would have been much happier to serve my GMB, and I would have got dozens upon dozens of those calls. And today, you'd be looking at a man probably inside of a green airplane flying across America because I'm so goddamn. But instead, I'm out here walking my dogs, lamenting of the fact that I didn't pick the right primary category and support it with all my might. Don't be me. Let's go, boys. Let's recap my mistakes, but quickly because I need to cleanse my soul of this. Number one, we really wanted that water mitigation work, but all of our reviews mentioned only carpet cleaning. If you're vetting an organization, they need to have some social proof they actually do the thing you're looking for. We didn't have that. Next, every other link source, whether it was Angie's List or our Facebook or our website, we primarily focused on carpet cleaning. So no matter where you looked, we were telling the same story and we were omitting that high value item. And lastly, that means that Google had no reason to make us part of that 3-pack. When somebody searched water mitigation near me or carpet cleaning companies that handle water restoration, we were never part of that. And every water mitigation job that we did that was significant was tens of thousands of dollars. And with some of the other offerings we had, it wasn't uncommon for us to have a $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 job. I missed years of getting those leads just because I didn't set this up correctly. Think about how many Ferraris I'd have by now. Just think about that. GMB Spy allows us to go category hunting and understanding what the lay of the land is. I want to know what my competition set their primary and secondary categories for. I want to see where the gaps exist in the marketplace, but more importantly, I want to understand how I could contribute something that my business does in a way that's meaningful for the user to solve their problem and ways that our competition quite frankly isn't. So I put up here stain removal near me, and I went into the maps view so I could see all the organizations that handle stains. I've got my trusty spy up here, and I'm going to show you how to use it. So we've got this stain removal near me, and let's actually be very specific. Let's say carpet stain removal near me. And in this world we live in, we can click on Zeros and click on them, and their GMB opens up. As we know, they've got those killer ratings going on. This is an interesting picture. I don't know why it popped up. Definitely area to improve. But as I look at this, I want to know what is their category? What are they crushing? How do they pick this? I can click on my GMB Spy, and it says their primary category is carpet cleaning, secondary commercial cleaning service, upholstery cleaning service. So we right now know if we were going to go after the upholstery market, and this organization has 2.7 thousand reviews, they would be a good contender for us. And we know that they're ranking for this. But who else around here? We've got Stanley Steamer. When we click on them, we see they've got carpet cleaning service, air duct cleaning service, commercial cleaning, curtain and upholstery cleaning, water damage restoration. Kind of all over the map. They're not telling you a really good picture, but their organization, brand, etc. really does. If we go through here, Carpet Plus, I don't know what they do. I can go up here and see what they've got. Carpet cleaning service. As you're seeing, there's a story being told here. Google, from just the category and the secondary category, has to, from the primary category, and the secondary category, has to understand how they can help me with this search query. And because we understand how people search for the services we need, specifically carpet stain in this instance, there's a lot of areas where our post types can help, our reviews can help, our augmented services can help, and the details that we're offering and the web pages we're linking to will tell a much better story. And we're much more likely to be picked up by Google as a first recommendation. Because I have yet to see, let's click on this. This is Citrus Solution, Carpet Cleaning Service Charlotte. And if we go and just move down here, we see reviews. They don't have a website attached. Oh my God. No questions, but they have 124 reviews. They've got this kind of okay result. When we click on this, carpet cleaning service, that's it. No pet stain removal, no odor. All of those secondary categories that we can add a lot of life to through products services and posts, they are nothing. There's nothing but opportunity. This tool, GMB Spy, truly lets you see which businesses are focused on their GMB and how they're really positioning themselves in the market. If you can expose a gap, like in this situation, pet odor, and I think if I just keep cleaning and stain removal is nowhere to be seen. Upholstery cleaning, carpet cleaning, let's see, this one is about the same, I would say, carpet cleaning services. These businesses are exposing themselves to a lot of downside from incoming competition. So if you were to take advantage of GMB Spy, understand where the gaps were, create a focused effort for 90 days to rank in any one of those spots that they're currently missing, again, you're going to be part of that 3-pack. GMB Spy is my go-to tool to go category hunting. And what's really nice is it's absolutely free, but I do highly recommend that if you're getting some use out of it, donate some money, because software is not cheap to keep updated. Hope that makes sense. Back to the rest.
We got that out of the way. Now let's go into the back of GMB and set our category, and let's talk about primary, secondary categories, and all the things you need to keep in mind when you're doing this for your business. You may notice that your Google interface looks a little different than mine when it comes to your GMB profile. That's because it is. I recorded this, and a week later, Google changed where you find all of these features. Right now, it's even easier. You don't have to log in anywhere. You just type in your business, and if you're attached to it, right in your results page, all of these same exact settings and features are available to you. Anything that you see me reference, 100% available to you. Nothing else has changed. Please don't be confused. If you are confused by this, you've got a long way to go. You need a different course, bro. Back of our dummy GMB account, Carpet Cleaning Pros LLC, because we're super professional. All jokes aside though, most of the time when we identify the categories that we need to rank for, we often don't have them as our primary category or our secondary category. Or if we want to go and just make some updates, this is how we do it. And this is where some confusion does happen on the back end. Under services, this is where most people go and they'll say, look, I'm a carpet cleaner. Is this like permanent? I can't add anything. I can add another service, but I can't change this. We need to change this in the primary section that sends all the signals over to Google, which is going to be under info. And it's right in the first 2 edit points. You have your business name and you have your carpet cleaning service. Let me do a quick aside with the business name. This business name, make sure it's the name that you want to be known everywhere. So like I want to be known as Carpet Cleaning Pros LLC, not Carpet Cleaning Pros, not Carpet Cleaning Pro, but Carpet Cleaning Pros LLC. I'll go here and I'll copy this. Go to your Angie's List, your Facebook page, your Instagram page. Make sure that any other online platform that you utilize for your business has the same exact profile name. Because Google indexes all of the web, it'll be easier for them to say, hey, this GMB profile, here is all of the other profiles, so while you're researching them, you can quickly access them. Just pro move there. Here, carpet cleaning service, we can jump into this. We can go and say, we want to update this because we know stain is an interesting one. Maybe we are stain removal experts. Is that an option? And you'll hit apply and it'll say, look, you can't do this. We gave you almost 4,000 categories, that sheet you've got. Pick from there because your primary category needs to be something consumers understand. So for us, it's going to be just like everybody else, carpet cleaning service. Hit apply. Where the real magic happens for ranking is how we support your primary and your secondary category. And that's what the next lesson is all about. Right now, I'd love for you to log into your GMB, navigate to the info section, and properly set your primary and secondary categories. If they match what your reviews mention about your business, your website, ad copy, and overall web presence, man, you are on point. Yeah, it's that easy to pick your primary and secondary category after we did all of this insane research. We found the missing gaps in our profile. We found the hurdles, those other GMB profiles that are in the way. We indexed our own GMB profile reviews and what's out there about us. And now we've made the major changes. How do we support those? Well, we're going to jump into that. Before the next lesson, review your GMB store hours, then your services and your products, if any are listed. Look at the wording that's there and make sure they're all category specific. Then review the description that is written at the bottom of your GMB info section. If there's nothing there, it may read add business description. Can you improve, if there is something currently there, what exists? If not, don't worry, the next lesson is all about optimizing these ranking signals we just sent to Google. Our next lesson is a lot of fun. We're going to dive into the back end of your GMB and do a serious working session supporting all these new ranking signals. We've done the due diligence to understand the gaps that exist, we understand the goals we've set, and we also know very clearly who the hurdles are in our way that we have to overcome. Going into the back end of GMB, we're going to focus on things that we have to set frequently, things that need a lot of updating weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly. We're going to go and add supporting elements to the services. These are overlooked, and I think somewhere around 20 or 30% of businesses actually do this correctly that I've audited. We're going to really supercharge our entire profile description, make sure that we're using products correctly. Every service business should be using the products selection. Oh, when I do this, the ranking just goes through the roof. And of course, how do we use post types to help support all of these elements? That's all going to happen in the next lesson. See you there.